Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool
are.
house is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
Well, yeah, Max will be along shortly. So, anyways, here we are. I don't know about Madman. Mildly perturbed. Sure.
That's my favorite.
Donovan Martin, yes, you called it right. I did call him before the show started, so he should be here pretty soon. Maximus the Merciful is having a siesta. Yeah, see? Yes. And be careful what you wish for. Brian the Merciless will start the stream today. That's how it's working. TVI ? Hello. And
he's the Joker.
Got the popcorn. Yes, Max is canceled on his own stream. This is correct.
We finally did it.
We did it. I finally shook off the shackles, as it were. Max is no longer holding me back. No.
Ding dong, the Mad Max is gone.
Yeah, ding dong. It's the mildly confused madness now. Oh, how recent is this article? I'm like looking at his topics. I'm like, okay, all right. This is last year. We all knew about that. Come on, Max, this is old news.
Well, Max is old himself.
Okay, well, I mean, I suppose we probably could just kind of talk about the topic a little bit before Max gets here. The Justice League and DCEU. Is it too late to reboot MME Live? They already did. Like, didn't they? Like, kind of already did like a soft reboot with their property?
I don't know if you could call it exactly a reboot, because shifting tones and styles when it comes to DC movies from back then to now, I don't know. Maybe it's a reboot of, like I said,
aesthetics,
tone,
maybe.
Yes, tone, aesthetics and stuff like that. But in universe, I don't think so. I mean, the Flash movie will do that, I guess, for the first time. But like I said, I don't know if I could call it a soft reboot, to be honest, overall.
What do you think, Ryan?
Yes, no, the new Star Trek, it looks fire.
I know. I have nothing.
It does. It looks kind of weird. Like, I think Rhea was right. It does look more accessible. Like, it's not. It doesn't feel nerdy. It has that guy, and I don't know. He's trying to be like a rock star. He's got the hair that's spiked up and all that, and he's like making quips.
Yeah.
And so I think it's sort of like J.J. Abrams' Star Trek, where it was just a little bit more "quote unquote" edgy.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Not like diplomatic.
Star Wars injected into it. I really enjoyed that,
well, that's why they chose him for Star Wars. They were like, "Oh, this looks like Star Wars. You want to do Star Wars?"
Exactly.
And when he said no, they should have been like, "Oh, okay, it's a no."
Yeah, pretty much.
Not we'll give him more money. Yeah, no. When you get a director or whatever, you want somebody passionate. You want somebody that really wants to do it, not somebody that's just like, oh, yeah, no.
Oh yeah, action. All right.
Yeah.
Got my money.
Oh man. So, but what was the real question? I just got
the real question. This is the one that Max posed. The Justice League and the DCEU. Is it too late for a reboot?
Oh,
my statement was, or my question was, hasn't it already been kind of rebooted in a manner of speaking?
It's sort of what they've been doing.
Post
is sort of
BBA,
a restructuring, redirection. Not so much of a reboot, but like a repurposing. Like when you get a piece of furniture and you repurpose it,
Like a paint job, kind of.
yeah. It's just, all they did was like, you know what? It was desaturated with Zach, and they saturated it with these other directors with the color palette and all that. So it's gone through that, and I think that it will continue to evolve. Because what they're going to do is they're going to just kind of work it to where they can maybe find the money.
Yeah, basically.
But yeah, that's it.
Isaac, what are your thoughts on like where the DCEU is at this point?
You know, as much of a Snyder fan as I am, I've actually liked a lot of the DCEU stuff that I guess you could say post 2018. That's around the time. I've liked Aquaman. I like Birds of Prey. I know that I'm in the minority for that. There are movies that have, I mean, I guess only Wonder Woman 84 has been the only one that I didn't like, but I did like James Gunn's Suicide Squad. I liked it. I like it so far. I do prefer going back to Snyder, but I can understand why not. But it has felt somewhat like kind of like how you put it, Brian.
No.
How it's like a reboot, but it's not. Where they've changed like the tone, they
gave it a fresh coat of paint, and they're like,
Yeah.
get out there, make some money, guys.
Yeah. Purple is the new pink,
right? Shazam! All right.
Yeah, but that's my thoughts on that. I don't think it's ever too late to reboot anything. I think you can do it at any time. I wouldn't want a Snyder reboot, but you know what we have so far, I've liked so far.
Oh, it's not showing?
It is.
Well, I can see it.
Oh, okay. That must be his crappy network.
Yeah.
He's out on a field, so.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I can agree with Isaac. I mean, not on Suicide Squad. I thought that was just. I mean, it's very forgettable.
Dang.
No, I'm sorry. I mean, it was, dude. Starro was dope, but and Polka Dot Man. Starro and Polka Dot Man.
Okay, there we go. That's the one thing
Those are the
because
two
I
things
want
that I cared
Polka Dot
about.
Man.
Everything else I didn't care for.
I love Polka Dot Man.
I like Polka Dot Man.
There, Polka Dot Man fan base. This is our.
There you go.
official
Yeah.
candidate right now.
We need a Polka Dot Man movie.
Right.
Or like an HBO Max series at least.
Yeah. I want to dive a little bit more into his character. The only thing I didn't like about Polka Dot Man was the mom. I got it. I understood it, but it was just kind of like, it was like, hey guys, this is supposed to be funny, and cue the applause and laughter kind of, signs that show up on like a TV show, on the set. It's like laugh, it wasn't funny.
But he's a superhero.
He's a superhero. So yeah, no, I like that. I liked that character, and I liked Starro. But other than that, nothing else. I mean, dude, Sylvester Stallone underutilized. They could have used any actor for that.
Chris Rock.
Just Chris Rock.
So Ashley, you just got here. What do you think? What's your thoughts on the current state of whatever we're going to call this DCEU?
A mess. Erase,
Basically.
start over, delete. I don't know. I mean, not really delete. I mean, like, I think that they don't have to erase anything because you have this multiverse, so it could just be that type of thing, but I think that they are leaning towards a soft reboot, and I don't think it's too late to do that. But if, there's a change, they would have to do some stuff with the reshoots if they're going to go away from Ezra, I think. But I think you can reboot it, but I think it's they're so reactionary as a company, so they never stick to one thing, right? Yeah. When Snyder's films weren't hitting the marks that they wanted to hit, at the end they were like, oh, well, we're going to revert course. And when you look at like MCU projects that kind of were on the lower end of those numbers, they stayed the course. And the first Thor movie didn't do great. Captain America First Avenger didn't do great, but they didn't like panic. They stayed on that path and with their plan.
Yeah, they stayed the course. Yeah, it pays to do that, honestly. Well,
Yeah.
that's like one of my biggest disappointments with DCU. It's like, I mean, seriously, I get it. Like, BVS was not received well. Period. Let's face facts here. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, that's what it was. But you know, they're hitting the brakes right there. That's what really just like threw everything off, because when you finished watching Aquaman and everything was said and done, you're just like, wow, this movie feels like a damn funeral. Like, I'm not even happy at the end of it. Like, it's all going to be gone.
Well, that was because of Pitbull.
Well, this is all back in the day,
though. The ocean, Africa, basically.
Ah, crap. No, don't remind me of that song.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, but if they were going to use that song, they should have just stuck with Toto. Hell, I would have even taken Weezer. I mean, come on now.
I did like the song they played in the Black Manta montage when he's like building the weapons. I forgot what it's called.
And what's funny about that, we did this a long time ago. What was funny about that is you could almost replace that song with any song, and it still has the same tone.
The ocean, replace it with like literally you can replace it with Gangnam Style.
Oh my god.
That whole montage will be the same exact thing.
Oh my goodness.
Like
just play that song that they played in the Snyder Cut when Aquaman's walking out of the bar.
Oh my god.
I forgot what it's called. I think it's called There's a Kingdom.
Something, but
yeah, something slow, something really powerful, meaningful. Yeah.
that Gangnam
Careless
Style
Whisper,
song,
guys.
There you go.
That was like the celebratory music for the 2012 Giants during the World Series. Oh my gosh! The only thing I think of is freaking John Miller, one of the guys who does the voice. He does like ESPN games and stuff, but he's the voice of the Giants on the radio. He's sitting there doing the dance. I was like, oh Lord, no, can't get that out of my head. How about you, Nicotina? I bet you watched it.
He dances that. He loves it. When we went out to there was no music when we were out to the bar. Rather, he was dancing Gangnam Style. So, but he
loves Gangnam Style, I'm sure.
But yeah, no, I mean Aquaman. It was a good movie. It was fun. It was very vibrant, very vivid, very saturated. Which is where they wanted to go. They were like, that's what we want. And that for that particular movie, that did resonate with a lot of people because it got people to go out and watch it in IMAX because it was a spectacle. It was kind of like Avatar, in that, you were watching a big aquarium. You were looking at the whales and the sharks and all that, all the stuff in the background and the
right.
And it was kind of like in Lord of the Rings, you were looking at all of the structure, from like Atlantis and all that. So I mean, it was cool. And the fight at the end, I even liked Mary Poppins at the end, the big beast, and that was actually voiced by her.
Oh right, it's funny how she chose to do Aquaman over Mary Poppins Returns.
Oh man. You know what? I did watch Mary Poppins Returns, and it was okay. It wasn't as good as the first.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. Of course.
Oh, that was. I'm sorry. That was a mic drop moment, I guess. I was like,
no. I mean, you're right. Mary Poppins Returns was very weird.
It didn't capture. Sometimes with these reboots or whatever they are, they try to capture that lightning in the bottle. It's like, hey, here's a movie that was really awesome and really resonated with people in a different time, different era. Let's do that again. And you saw what happened with Superman Returns. They were like, hey, let's do the Richard Donner stuff again. I mean, say like Isaac, mentioned Wonder Woman 84. Let's go back to the Richard Donner, sort of that sort of they had the montage at the beginning where she like kicked a car and there was a bride that almost got knocked out by another girl and it was silly, it was stupid.
Very.
Yeah, I mean, I liked the only thing I liked about Wonder Woman 84 was I thought the acting from Gal was better, even though it was bad story, poor script. And bad concept with Chris Pine. I think they could have done something more, convincing, entertaining with that instead of doing the quantum leap thing. And I did actually like what's her face from Saturday Night Live. I don't recall her name.
Kristen Wiig.
Christian Wiig.
Kristen Wiig. Yes, you're right. Kristen Wiig. Yeah, I liked her performance, even though she didn't have very much of a what do I want to say, an arc for her character. But yeah, I mean, they could have done so many more, entertaining things with that film. It just felt like it was phoned in. That's why I'm not too sure about Patty doing a third one. I'm like, maybe give it to somebody else.
Give it to Daniel Espinosa.
No.
But yeah, as far as rebooting, I don't think that that they're gonna reboot. I think they're just gonna hold fast to that, like, the whole Batman thing. They're just gonna like introduce another, like the Joker, with Joaquin Phoenix. They're just gonna give you movies here and there, kind of trickle it in, whatever. And then maybe at the end of that, they'll do sort of a crisis with all the actors that they've gotten for these different ventures. And they'll try to put something together, like, with that they tried to do with Michael Keaton coming into The Flash. Something off that you weren't really expecting, but now you kind of are expecting it because of what they did with Michael Keaton. Nobody would have expected that.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Thank you, Andre. You'll never get that out of my head now.
Alistair! But the little kid came running out of the woods. Like, where the hell? Why were you in the woods by yourself, kid? That's
he wished he can be in the woods.
And he was like running across the freeway. I was waiting for a car to hit him. I was like,
it did not make sense.
It didn't. Make
he's
sense.
gonna be a big villain in Wonder Woman 3, apparently.
Alistair,
You just reminded me of that scene.
Alistair Ward.
I forgot all about
Wonder
it.
Woman
Thanks.
84, just like just like the Suicide Squad, very forgettable film. Nobody really talk. It's just one of those things that Isaac. I'm sorry, but nobody really is talking about these films. Yeah. They don't resonate. They're not.
I mean, we are, but like not in a good way.
Like, I mean, I just got done watching Moon
Do you really
Knight,
want to taste it?
And that one doesn't really resonate with me. It's kind of like, okay,
I really want to taste it.
You want to taste?
That's what she
said.
said.
What? Okay, we've gone off the rails. Brian, control your stream, Brian.
What was it like? Oh, I'm sorry. He told me to do some King Diamond. Sorry, that's what we're gonna do. Eddie, good sir, we haven't heard from you yet. What are your thoughts on the current state of affairs with the DCEU?
I love it so much. DC's at a good place right now.
Oh, let me get you full screen so I can see that sarcasm.
No, I'm being serious though. When it comes, look, I get it. The obviously the real world stuff is a bad thing. There's always real controversies outside of what's happening with DC, not in the universe itself. But I keep saying it. 2018 was the shift in obviously in tone and styles and bringing in new directors. I mean, people weren't excited for DC until they saw something like the trailer for Aquaman and Shazam. People were like, "Oh, humor, the color grade is different. It's not dull." Yeah, I said dull. There's actually color, and people were like, "Okay, these are different directors, not the director that the general audience didn't really receive well that much." That started the DCU, but I think so far people are liking the general audience are liking these movies. I know some people claim they're not really that special, and it's sometimes I can agree with like some of the stories like Birds of Prey or Wonder Woman. Even I like Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman, and Birds of Prey. The stories are just more smaller, they're self-contained, while other stuff like the Suicide Squad it's kind of more bigger in a way, even though it was self-contained. Like I said, they're really more standalone movies. They're not really going to. Now they're not working for connectivity right now. I mean, they're starting to again, but they're taking their time with it when it comes to team up movies or anything like that. But no, like I said, the general audience is liking these movies. Even the critics aren't shitting on DC anymore, and that's something that surprised me. But no, it's a good thing. I get it that people still want the same. Like I keep saying, DC could be anything: rated R, PG-13. You can have comedy, you can have all that stuff with DC, and I get it that people still want Zack Snyder to return. Just to mention him, and I agree. His stuff still fits in within the DCEU because his story, his arc with the Justice League is just one standalone thing among other stories that could be told within the universe. So I do want him to return to finish his arc, but I'm happy with how they're going at it right now. The stuff with the Flash, I don't know exactly. Like I was never on board with the Keaton stuff, but what else can you do? I guess it was so easy just to recast Affleck, but they just wanted to bring in Keaton for no reason. The lack of Superman, I'm still waiting for him to return. I think he will return, but look, the contract negotiations, they should have been having him back already, but there's that. And like I said, the only thing that people really complain about is either the fake outrage over these films, claiming they're trash, or obviously the real life controversy that's going on with the actors or the executives, or wherever else, when it comes to the Warner Bros. As a whole. But regardless, I'm gonna keep enjoying what I like, and that's the advice I give to people: like what you like, have your own opinions, don't listen to other people, make up your own mind, I guess.
Exactly. So what do you think, Balls?
Oh, man. So the DCEU right now, I'm not the biggest fan of it right now. I mean, I like how they're going to be focusing on like characters like Blue Beetle and Aquaman too. Like, I'm excited for Aquaman too. I know not that many people are hyped about that movie. I like the first one. I think it's my top 3 of the DC movies. And honestly, yeah, I'm all in for like the different tones of like DC. I want like humor as well, but like I want it done right. Like I don't want like it's a fucking dick jokes all the time. Like, but still, like I do want the Snyderverse restored, but like it's gonna take a lot more than just hashtags and stuff. So yeah, but yeah.
Hey, who are you, sir?
It's Sleepy Max.
What are you doing here, sir?
Hey everyone.
What's this
Grandpa,
boomer
you
doing
sure you're
here?
supposed to be here?
Like button to help MME.
Like the smash button.
You're 20 minutes late.
We already covered all the major topics. I think we're done.
we did. Good
where
night,
can we find
everyone.
everybody?
I think
Night,
Ryan
everyone.
came here to collect my L for him from me.
No. You know what? I said what I said earlier, and that's where it lays. I don't need anything else. I'm good. I don't chase clout.
You did say that he's not going anywhere.
I did. I've been saying that, and a lot, and I met with opposition, but hey, it is what it is, dude. It's all good. I don't care, dude. We're just talking about movies. I could give a shit.
Oh,
Wait, we talking about movies
it's not
here?
that serious.
Yeah,
I'm
it's not
so
that
happy
serious.
that Brian's here. Brian is like, I don't know, bro. You better wake up.
I told him, I was like, you better wake up or else I'm not going to come in. And then sure enough, I had to wake him up. So, all right, well, I'm going to come wreck your stream then. So that's what we're doing.
Cancel Max.
Yeah. So how's that? What did we actually cover already?
We just each one of us has kind of given our thoughts on the current state of affairs with the DCEU. And then after that, we'll talk about whether a reboot is necessary, warranted, or it's kind of already happened.
Right.
Cool.
Like,
the only
you added
universe
some extra
I'm
there.
looking forward to is the Batman universe. That's the only thing I'm gonna like.
Hey,
that's the only thing I'm gonna care about.
Okay. Listen, I gave Batman 10 out of 10. Ryan gave it 8 out of 10.
I gave it 8. Yeah, it wasn't horrible.
But you're gonna watch Super Pets, right?
I'm gonna watch Super Pets. Hell yeah.
Is Super Pets part of the
Why not?
Snyderverse?
Keanu Reeves is Batman. Let's go.
Why not? That's something you could do for your universe to expand it for different audiences. Why not? Why not have it for the kids? I mean, honestly, the Batman isn't for children. I'm sorry,
who
I
says
don't
that?
believe so. So that's a perfect thing to take the kids. Well,
What? It's perfect for kids.
Yeah,
it's
no,
perfect.
my
I
parents,
wanted it to be like NC-17 rated.
It's like I show kids Watchmen all the time.
Oh no, don't do that.
Isaac.
So my
What scene
parents
specifically?
back in the day, they wouldn't take me to see the original Batman. And by the time Batman Returns came out, I convinced them to take me.
And that's the one where all the parents were up in arms because it was not kid friendly.
Yeah. But back in the day, they would have taken me to see Super Pets over other stuff, definitely. So how's everyone doing? I appreciate you starting the show, Brian. I wanted to be less chaotic today, but I did get this topic from people online saying, because I think everyone agrees, whether you're for certain things or not, continuing, that DCEU is a mess, WB is a mess, and I've heard a lot of people say, I wish they would just reboot everything and just but I don't know. Is that
Yeah,
what we're
they're not
going to
gonna
talk
do
about first? Okay, let me see. Someone gave a super chat. CY98 $5. Is Toby staying really an issue if people above him, Zaslav, say "F you" or restoring the Snyderverse? Well,
Right.
I would thank you for the super chat. I appreciate the support. I honestly think he's not going to get an extension. That's where I covered, and I did the clickbaity fired. But his but we could go around with that question from the customer, the super chat. His contract's only till the end of the year. I don't really think you need to replace him. If you're going to make some changes, the films are already set. Now I would be shocked if he gets an extension. That's basically what I would think. I would think there's so much going on. There's other stuff out there. He has shopped his resume. That was reported.
Mhm.
And then I do have to do research because I have heard that Zaslav has been interviewing people, but I need to see the proof of that. I got to find the proof of that because that is a claim I can't substantiate yet. I got to actually do the research on that. Ryan, have you heard that
About him shopping his resume?
No, that part I know that was released.
Yeah. About Zaslav bringing people in to. No, I haven't heard that.
Okay, so that's the one I have to.
That's conjecture. That's just people throwing things out there.
Okay.
The thing about Toby is that he's a chameleon. He's a yes man. The person that's above him is going to tell him what to do, and he's going to do it because he wants to keep his position. He has been in this job for years, and he's probably going to continue to be in the job years after. If he's in charge of it, then there's no Snyderverse. There's nobody in Hollywood wants to be usurped by someone else. It's all about ego there, and so Toby's going to be doing his thing. Hamada's not going anywhere as long as he's saving them money, because that's why they brought him over from New Line, because he knows how to cut budgets and get films made for cheap. And so as long as he is making them money, as long as they are staying out of the red, then their jobs are secure. It doesn't matter what they like or what they don't like, or the only thing is like with Ray Fisher, he won't be a part of a project that has Walter Hamada's name on it. So
unless he apologizes.
Unless he apologizes, but see, that's the thing is, when I talked about ego, is that Walter Hamada could have apologized, way back when, but the only apology he got was to himself. He was like, that's why he keeps coming up and saying, "Hey, you have all these other people that you need to apologize to." He hasn't done so because I'm sure he keeps tabs on however many, and he checks in on them and says, "Hey, have you heard from yes, Isaac? Have you heard from Isaac?" And they'll say, "No, who's Isaac?" And then he tweets it back out. He's like, "Hey, I'm not going to drop this."
Screw Isaac.
Yeah, that guy's a tool. No, I'm joking. But yeah, as long as that is in play, I can't see him. And there's all these reports about him being in not reports, but a lot of scoops about Fisher being in the Flash movie, and he's not. As long as Walter is a part of it, of course he is.
I don't see that. I would love that.
Ray
but I
is not going to do it just because of integrity. So
okay. All right. Well, we do want to go to the main topic. We'll try to. But thank you, Ryan, and thank you for that super chat. So we'll cover the main topic now, because a lot of people say and Brian added something to there.
Yes, I did.
Or is it already a reboot? Is it
I think it kind of is.
I think that's part. I think that's part of the problem. They want certain things and they don't want. It's not. It's a giant mess. Can you? Even
It's a very half-hearted reboot / renovation. I think that's a good word for it. Renovation. They tried to renovate the house that didn't need to be fixed.
Yeah. I think they need to give some type of conclusion before they just bring every a new Superman, all this other stuff.
I was saying that before they ended up going on.
I just think my opinion. I can't wait to get to Ashley's, and then the rest, and Eddie and Isaac and what balls?
You got a problem with balls?
We got balls.
No, I have. I'm not. I don't.
You're
have
pressing
balls. No. Hey, Mr. Balls.
Hey, what's up?
I just think they're too far in to just scrap it. They need to have some type of conclusion before they go forward. It's just there's too much storylines in limbo, even though they haven't really said we're all about the universe, the DCEU. There's so many threads out there. I think the thing they could do is just do Aquaman 3, Wonder Woman 3, call that a day, and let Flash land where it's at, and then just be done with it. But that would be such a sloppy ending. I just don't.
Well,
I think they're too. I do think
that girl, which connects to it.
Yeah.
And you still got Blue Beetle, which is maybe going to connect to it. And then I think
they're kind of stuck on this route so far. Is my opinion.
And what about the Wonder Twins movie?
Well, that hasn't. They haven't really done anything yet on that. So.
No Ashley, what's your opinion? I think they have to give some type of conclusion because I've seen people. They should this is just everyone agrees it's a mess. They can't just stop. They can't just stop though. Really, can they? And just like wait a few years and then come back. They have to do something to conclude it.
I feel like they were kind of using the Flash film to do a soft reboot type of thing already. So I think that was already in the cards, but not a complete overhaul reboot. And then, but again, like I said, if they leave this thing open with the multiverse and they want to revisit that stuff, you have that. So just acting like these things don't exist or moving on, I don't really think that's needed because you can bring in these characters all into one story and tell one story. But I think that they're already on the path of rebooting. I kind of agree with what Brian said.
Okay.
But I don't know now if it's going to be a complete reset because everything just seems like it's always up in the air and it's just a mess. You really don't. There's no plan, really.
Yeah.
Okay, Brian, did you want to add to what you were saying earlier?
No, that's basically it. I mean, I think they've since BVS, they've kind of been not rebooting, but rethinking their movies or retooling their movies in a way that they think is going to be accessible to a greater audience, which has failed up to this point. And yeah. So, and my other thing is how could you go to the multiverse when you don't even have a verse?
Okay. Yes.
That's my criticism of DC. I mean, shit, 4 movies? That's your universe?
I mean, I agree. I would have preferred just a straight Flash film. Give me Flash. Don't give me all this other shit. Don't try to connect it all in.
A Flash movie at this point.
I mean, just give me a Flash movie.
Oh my God. Okay. Eddie,
a lot for his first film for it to be a Flash film. I agree.
Yeah.
I think in terms of reboot, reboot in style and tone. Yeah, I guess since 2018, obviously it shifted. But I guess the Flash movie will be a soft reboot entirely when it comes to certain pieces of storylines or characters. But I'm okay with the DCU right now. I think it's, like I said, there's lots of people who agree it's better than what it was before. And I think it would be a mistake to just reboot it after all that. I know there's complications now, obviously, with certain actors or certain people who aren't around anymore that were around before. It's just that I think it would just be so embarrassing to keep doing shit like this, to be honest, man. This would just be another thing for DC fans to get made fun of in terms of a shared universe. Like I said, if it happens, I'm gonna have to soldier up about it. But still, it's come on, I think people really feel that DC is getting it right now with these films. At least some people agree with
you
that.
really think that, Eddie? I mean, somewhat. It's still all over the place.
I think
it is, but
I'm
sorry.
Did well with the ratings, but I don't know how well. For me, it's a good film. At times, but I don't like a lot of it, and it seems like a very small story, and it doesn't seem like it fits with everything else, and that's the problem. These things don't seem like they all coexist in the same universe, so it seems a little messy and a little sloppy. So at some point there's got to be a shift or some type of reboot to make it all make sense, because really right now it doesn't, because you have the Batman and that's its own standalone thing. That's not even part of the bigger universe. So yeah, you're getting success with some of these movies, but are you getting an overall success with the DCEU?
There's still not consumer
Yeah.
confidence, right?
Exactly.
Maybe we can ask that, Eddie. Do you think the consumer confidence is there? I think it's an all-time low.
I'll say it is about the shared universe. Look, I don't think they have to have full crossover movies or anything. I pretty like people can tell that these stuff like the Suicide Squad and Birds of Prey obviously takes place within a shared universe because they're characters that we were already introduced to before in other movies. But consumer confidence, I get it that some people it's hard to defend DC when they do stupid shit like how they did with the Slate. I was like, oh man, like, are you serious? But I think in terms of making better movies, I think people would agree more that DC is fixing itself up with that. In terms of greenlighting stuff and making it actually reality, then yes, I think some people will be like, well, yeah, I don't trust you guys when you say that you're gonna officially make this movie or officially bring someone back. But I think in terms of movies like going to the theaters or overall enjoying them, I think people, I believe that it's my opinion, I guess, that people will probably be like, oh no, I think I could trust DC now than I did back in 15 to I was 15, 16, 17. But it's either there here or there. I know some people just want to reboot or call it a mess because it's not the stuff they want, which is like, oh, that's unfair. But
I've been consistent with, if you're gonna do something different, just show me the wave. And I think they failed to launch, honestly, in my opinion. You might think I'm biased because I like.
It's because they rushed it, though. That's the first thing. They rushed it to get to the Justice League. That's why they're taking. That's why they're taking their time with these standalone movies.
It is a mess.
That's why they're taking their time with the standalone movies, so to just expand the universe more and just rushing in the second movie, having all the Justice League, all this Dark Side stuff, which that shouldn't have been a thing in the first place with BVS, but they did.
Okay. Isaac, what do you think? Is the consumer confidence there for you, or what?
Oh yeah.
Is it too late to reboot? How do you think they would, regardless of what they do? A lot of the critics say, just scrap it all and restart it. I don't think it's possible. What do you think?
It's never too late. I'll say that. When it comes to movies, and this applies whether it's an indie movie, horror movie, comedy movie, big blockbuster, to me it doesn't matter. Just make a good movie. That's the main priority. I've not found the DCU confusing. The only confusing part was that Wonder Woman flies and Wonder Woman 84. Besides that, it feels somewhat connected. I like it. Yeah, there's different tones, but a lot of cinematic universes and franchises have different tones. And I'm fine with what they're going. And this is coming from a hardcore Snyder fan. If you were to ask me what's the number one thing I would want from any Hollywood project, it would be Snyderverse restored. But as a consumer, I've enjoyed DCU thus far. Now, for all I know, maybe Shazam 2 or The Flash, maybe. I do think The Flash is the potential movie that could frick it all up. That's about it. I've liked everything besides like Wonder Woman 84 so far. And the 2016 Suicide Squad, 2017 Justice League. Besides that, I've liked the rest of the DCU. They have my full trust. They have my full faith. And, I don't care whether it's a cinematic. That's actually why I appreciate Joker and Batman so much, is because it didn't matter. What they prioritized was make a good movie. This is something I think James Gunn's Suicide Squad did too. I could care less if it's connected. That's why I'm actually excited for Moon Knight, not really caring that much about the broader MCU, because to me, yes, you can make a good MCU. I mean, not a good MCU. You can make a good cinematic universe, but if you don't make a good movie, it means nothing. I look back at that Scooby-Doo movie that came out 2 years ago, where the priority was, let's bring in all these Hanna-Barbera characters, make a big cinematic universe, but they forgot to make a good movie, and it felt all convoluted, which is what I think about in every cinematic universe franchise.
All right, cool. Harry?
Harry balls on you.
Harry? Oh no, I don't want Harry balls on you. Harry, go ahead.
Okay, so what's the question?
It's a yes or no. Let's go.
Is it possible? Are they too far in to even reboot?
Yeah, they're too far. I mean, they're rebooting it, but also not rebooting it. So if the Flash movie doesn't work, then they're fucked. So
they just might sit on the universe for a while. Just like, we'll wait
Yeah,
a
they
couple years.
maybe if the Flash fails, they got to take a break. After that, it's just the only reasonable idea, and yeah, I just think that's just the best idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan. I think you already mentioned, but go ahead. What do you think's possible?
Rebooting?
Yeah,
Well,
just
I mean,
scrapping it all. Just let it go after Flash comes out. If it doesn't work, just like we're gonna wait for a little bit.
I mean, okay, so if I'm an executive, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like they did with Batman, with Pattinson Batman. I'll bring in a Flash it's not connected to anything. I'll bring in an Aquaman that's not connected to anything, and I'll have these films come off and they're standalone. And they do their own thing, just like Joker, and kind of just mess with these characters a little bit, man. They've never really had a taste of the big screen before. The Flash. This is the first Flash movie we've ever gotten, and it's not ideal.
Right.
It's not coming out. It's not resonating with people. It's got the production has been fighting against itself from day one. It's gone through different iterations of the script that I mean, a lot of scripts get rewritten and everything like that, over the years, but this has gotten different directors attached to it, creative difference issues, all kinds of problems. And as far as staying the course and bringing actors back and all that, I'm all for that, but if they're not going to come back and let's say just do a Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3 and whatever, then make that not the focus anymore. Finish Aquaman 2, and if it doesn't lead into Aquaman 3, because James Wan said he's not doing Aquaman 3. So if it's not leading into an Aquaman 3, then let it go. And the same thing with Wonder Woman. If Wonder Woman's not going to really do anything, let it go. There are plenty other creatives out there that can try it. Now, they tried it with they originally started with Nolan and Zach and said, hey, we want to start this universe or whatever. And hey, I was invested. Of course, there's things in those movies as well that I didn't agree with or whatever as a fan, or didn't resonate with me. But overall, I liked them. Overall, I was like, okay, cool. I'm interested in this sort of tone because it was different from Marvel. Marvel is their tone was this. It was accessible for kids, everybody, whatever, and that's great. And DC was like, we're going to sort of gear it a little bit more to adults. Maybe make it a little bit more dystopian. Which is the reason, or one of the reasons for the muted colors and things like that, which I was fine with. I was like, I don't need everything to be vivid and like bright and hurt my eyes and all that. I'm cool with like some darkness here and there, and that's what Marvel's kind of trying to do now with like Moon Knight and some other things. They're trying to go with a different palette. They're trying to they're testing things out now because they've already gone through their echelon of primary characters. Captain America's, he's old, so they've moved on to the new Captain America, and Iron Man, he's retired, so they'll probably bring in another Iron person, whatever. But they're not going to reboot. That's the thing about Marvel, is that you're not going to see an Iron Man movie with another Iron Man in it, because it doesn't connect to the main, story. You're not going to get another Thor, a different incarnation or iteration of Thor. You got to progress, and that's sort of the world they've created, and they can't break out of that because they've kind of set themselves up to where like we have to go this way, and where DC through stumbling blocks have opened the door to possibilities of different iterations of the same character showing up on screen. With all I want to see is a different iteration of the character, a good story and a good director and good cast, and give me a good story to watch. And that's it. Okay. I don't need it to connect to anything. It'd be cool if it does, but I don't need it. But that's it. I want something that I can enjoy, put down, watch, whatever. I don't need to be like, man, I'm enjoying this, but I saw Marvel did that. I want DC to do that. And it's just like, we don't need that. It's not necessary. It's not necessary to have like for like, apples to apples. Have a variety, have different things. You know, and it's fine, man. It's not. It doesn't have to connect. It can, but it doesn't have to.
I just feel like movies that aren't connected these days are a waste of time.
That's very short-sighted in that
Well, no,
perspective. I'm just saying because you could come up with a fire story that doesn't have to connect to another movie, but it's still a fire story, like the Batman. A lot of people that resonated with. I thought it was maybe a little too long, but it was still fine. I didn't mind. I liked the Penguin. I liked the Batman. I liked Gotham the most. I think. I liked it, and if it all has to connect and shit, then that film shouldn't have been made. It actually should have been, but I mean, it wouldn't have been. But things fell apart and whatever. But they made the movie, and I'm happy that they made the movie. We got to see Batman in a different way a little bit, right? And that's fine for me. And I'm fine with seeing, another version of Flash on the big screen. That's not Grant Gustin. That's not Ezra Miller. That's a Flash movie that's solely Flash and has nothing to do with Flashpoint or anything like that. Give me Flash. He's got the third best rogue gallery in comics. You've got Batman, then Spider-Man, then Flash.
Well, I would be all right with that if they would finish telling the stories that they already started.
Oh, I mean, in a perfect world, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
That's why I fight for Zack Snyder's 2 and 3, just for that, because I want to see the end of that story.
Conclusion. Yes, I agree.
That's what I want. And I don't need it. And after that's done, I don't need it to continue and connect and all that because Batman's going to die at the end of it. So, I mean, spoiler.
They're gonna have kids. The cyborg will be human again.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I want to see, and there's a lot of things that he's changed that he's because evolving story over time. That I would love to see his the rest of his vision or his take on this universe. Mm-hmm. Get 69 likes. Yes, nice. Get 69 likes, and that's that. We're done. We're done here. We'll call it done.
Oh, we're gonna finish.
Oh, we'll finish at 69.
Okay,
that's what she said.
All right, Caden, are you there? Scooby.
Yeah. Hello.
We have Scooby snacks.
Hello.
We have Scooby snacks. Hello.
Roger.
Yeah. You're a droid from the prequels. Roger. All right. Do you think? What do you think is too far into Reboot? Or do you like what Ryan was saying? I like Standalone movie. I like the Standalone too. I just think if you don't address certain things, it's a mess, though.
I think with the circumstances that Warner Brothers has been put in, like they put themselves in with other things as well. I think they're going to have to reboot at least some things. Okay. I think it's like they have to. Like it's not like something that no, we don't have to reboot. I think they have to reboot. Because you have Henry Cavill who's like in this limbo of like he's doing other projects, but he also wants to be Superman, and I'm sure he's whatever. That's a whole another thing. You have Ben Affleck who's saying he's done with IPs and he's like and he's possibly done with also Batman. Then you have Cyborg played by Ray Fisher who's not going to be playing Cyborg anymore because of the whole Walter Matthau situation. And then you have the only two last standing people who may be done after their third solo movies, which is Gal and Jason. So at this point, I think you're going to have to either reboot or introduce new characters to take over their roles, and to do that, you're going to have I think the Flash movie is necessary for what they have to do, and so. So it's necessary. It's not like should they, will they? They're going to, and they have to, and because of the circumstances that they put themselves in, and also they were put in. So
okay, all right. Well, I think we covered that. That's like the main topic. We have some other stuff to talk about. We could talk about well. Let me get
Morbius.
to this first. Morbius? No, I don't want to talk about
Morbius sweep.
We were gonna cover the Sonic 2.
Really?
Morbius with the
Everybody
Oscar.
forgot that- Everybody forgot about that movie, Isaac.
Then why'd you mention it?
And it
Sonic
just
2
came
is
out.
gonna explode out the what? I mean,
Morbius is getting a trilogy.
I don't think so.
Restore the Morbius verse.
No.
Honestly, do you think people are going to still be talking about Morbius when Sonic 2 comes out?
Of course,
talking about Morbius today, except for
Morbius is true Marvel. Not like that
Oh
other
my
universe.
God.
You know, it's no.
Can we kick Eddie and Isaac?
Once I saw Morbius, I was like, damn, I wish the MCU can do something like this. I was
Martin Scorsese said Morbius is cinema.
It wasn't me this time, Eddie. It wasn't me.
That was kind of sad.
Go ahead. Cry it out. Cry.
Let him
Cry on
He
stream.
deserved it because he does not like Morbius.
Yeah, talk about a crying goldie. He'll sit there and talk crap and then be like,
oh,
dang. We got to put Brian saying that.
I'll just say
Oh,
this:
yeah.
Morbius is a masterpiece, a cinematic masterpiece.
I don't think you
The
believe that.
structure
You
and the
can't say
storytelling
He
was
doesn't like
peak
it.
You
cinema.
can't say it without smiling.
I wouldn't be
Losing
surprised if
Morbius
Kevin
opportunity
Feige
is important.
reboots the MCU after seeing stuff like Morbius. I know for a fact Kevin Feige is shook right now with Craven.
What's the next topic? Because he's not.
I know.
Morbius-
I was saying I would talk about Sonic. and-
Morbius is
You
the
don't want-
godfather of
I
this
can't
generation.
speak my opinions. I
Let's
can't
talk
speak my
about-
opinions.
Yeah, but that's not what the topic
The
is.
third
No
one? Good
cares
Lord.
about Morbius. Like we already
Okay.
forgot about that.
Ryan, did you see Morbius? Any interest in
I
seeing
have
Morbius?
not. I do want to watch it. I'm not excited anymore. I was excited, and then I heard like a lot of mixed reviews on it. Matt watched it, and he said it was okay. He said it was not as good as. He said it tried to be Venom, the first one, but it wasn't as good. He said it had some good concepts in it, but they didn't really pay off.
Okay.
So that was his. He told me that yesterday. So
All right. Well, this is
Yes,
about
on top.
Spider-Man 4. Sam Raimi says anything is possible. This is Joe Blow. Here's a quote here.
You're not showing your screen.
Oh, darn
You're
it.
booming.
Hold on a second.
here comes
I
the
did-
boom.
Yeah, Spider-Man 4, Sam Raimi says anything is possible. As we know, both Toby Maguire and Andrew Garfield reprised their roles in Spider-Man No Way Home alongside Tom Holland.
Really?
Spoilers.
And their appearance has generated a lot of interest in seeing Spider-Man 4 and The Amazing Spider-Man 3 Resurrected. While speaking with Fandango, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness director Sam Raimi was asked about the changes he might team up with Toby Maguire for Spider-Man 4. I've come to realize that after making Doctor Strange that anything is possible. Really. Anything in the Marvel universe, like any team-ups. I love Toby. I love Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten.
I know. I apologize. I
Why
think
did he
all
say
things
he
are
loves James
possible.
Franco?
No one does right now.
Well, he did die in Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right. So let
But
me
he
see.
can return as a zombie.
I don't really have a story or plan. I don't know if Marvel will be interested in that right now. I don't know. He says a lot of don't knows. I don't know what their thoughts are about it. I haven't really pursued that, but it sounds beautiful. So he gives a lot of what ifs. I don't know. But
oh man, it sounds
beautiful.
like it's coming out like this next month, dude.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, it's happening.
You're saying there's a chance.
Time.
It's as good as greenlit, guys.
Even if it wasn't a Spider-Man movie, I'd love to work with Toby again
It's coming
in a
out.
different role. I think that's actually a hint. Maybe he's in.
Yeah. Toby will be
Multiverse.
Craven.
Oh, that's
Well,
so
I-
perfect. Yes, let's do it.
I said
He's gonna
I
be the
think
Punisher.
I think he's already
Oh my
worked
God.
with him in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness when they were there together. DL. Hold on a second. DL.
Down
As
to
you all know. So
Yeah,
I
are you
think
good?
I think it's possible that they already filmed the scene when they filmed No Way Home. I just can't imagine them having, hey DL, how's it going?
Hey everyone, dang it, I missed
Yeah.
the Justice.
Well, you can get your thoughts on it. Yeah, no, but
Yeah, but just know that we're done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
First, I wanted to say, what was I saying? Damn it.
Justice League. Should they reboot?
No. Oh, Spider-Man 4. I think if you have all those people together and you're filming, why not film an extra scene for
Bring
Multiverse of
Topher
Madness?
Grace back. Isn't he gonna be in Doctor Strange?
No, I don't think anyone's asking for Topher Grace.
Bring back Topher Grace.
Although I don't
No.
think Tom Hardy's Venom's that much better, honestly.
Yeah, it's not that much of an improvement.
I like the look
Guys,
of Tom Hardy, but
Yo, one at a time.
Yes, thank you, DL. Go ahead, Isaac, and then Ashley. Sorry, go ahead, Isaac.
Wait, what are we talking about again?
Spider-Man 4. When he's saying, "I would love to work," I don't think it's happening. Do you think there's any potential that he already has a scene for Multiverse of Madness with Toby in it? Or I'd like to work with him as something else. I think that was almost like a hint.
I want a scene of Bully Maguire in full Punisher gear.
Oh boy,
he's gonna put dirt on everyone's eyes. No, I'm just kidding. I think there's a chance of a cameo. Yeah, I don't know if they'll make a Spider-Man 4. I don't see that likely, but if it is, I'm there opening day.
Oh yeah, I
They
would
could-
be too.
Oh yeah, they could make like a comic about Spider-Man 4 written by Raimi, and yeah, I think that's if making a movie doesn't work out, then yeah, writing a comic would be good.
Well, what do you think's more possible, Spider-Man 4 like a cameo, or Toby as another role?
I think either another role or in Multiverse of Madness. I don't know if Spider-Man is likely.
Okay, Ashley, what are your thoughts on Sam Raimi's comments there?
I mean, it sounds like
nothing.
Like nothing really. Like the interest is there, I guess. But I mean, I think that I don't know if they'll put out a full Toby film and all these have these different.
That's
types
too far of a
Spider-Man,
stretch.
but I think that we might see him again, and eventually, but I don't think it's gonna be Spider-Man 4, possibly, but I don't see that.
But
I
would
think
you
it'll
buy
be
the
more
ticket
like-
though if they did?
Oh, absolutely, I'd buy it, even though he's like, okay, I would buy it.
Okay.
I think Callie disagrees.
DL, how are you doing? What's your thoughts on Spider-Man 4?
Okay,
It's
thanks for
it's gonna
asking.
happen. I heard.
No, it sounds like a whole lot of maybe we'll do it. Maybe we won't. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Whatever they do. I don't think this means that we're actually gonna do. It's actually gonna happen, but it's he's all like it all depends what Sony wants to do. Really, would I want to see it? If you asked me before No Way Home, I would have said hell no. But
okay,
dude, he's in his mid-40s and he still looked great in No Way Home. So I think he can go for one more movie, a swan song, if you will. But they better get a move on if they decide to, because we don't want to wait till he gets to his 50s. But if the story is good, if they have a story to tell, if Sam Raimi has something to tell, then I'll be up for it. Don't just make it a cash grab. Just make sure that the story is good.
Well, what about this? Maybe ask this question. If Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness is very good, which I think a lot of us are thinking it will be, Sam Raimi getting back into it, would you rather see Sam Raimi do something new or go back to Spider-Man 4? And that's where I'm like, I think I'd rather him do something new, honestly. Isaac, Ashley, and then DL. Well, then we'll go around there. Would you? Because he couldn't distance himself any further with that quote. He's like, I don't think it's happening. No one's talked to me. I haven't talked to anyone. There's like no substance at all that's going to happen. He just says anything's possible. But would you prefer him to work on a new Marvel project instead of going back to Spider-Man? Or do you want to see that reunited and completion of the Toby Maguire and Sam Raimi arc? Which we kind of already got in No Way Home, honestly. Isaac, or let's go to Ashley. Isaac is preoccupied.
I kind of I'm excited to see what he does with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I do have a few concerns, but I mean, I would prefer, to see him, finish up Doctor Strange's trilogy and maybe do some of the more like darker characters in Marvel and maybe do something like that. I would like to see that. From Sam Raimi because you can see, some of those elements, those horror and those darker elements in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So I'm excited to see him do new stuff. And Doctor Strange is like one of his favorite characters. So
Yeah.
to see him like focus on that and to do that, I would prefer that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on board there too. Like, oh, that sounds nice, but now the opportunities are available to him coming back into comic book movies. I'm like, that would kind of be going backwards almost. Like, there's so many more opportunities for him to work with more characters, do something more interesting than just going back to Spider-Man.
I mean, the reason why he chose to do Doctor Strange 2 is to, for everyone to forgive him for what he did with Spider-Man 3, even though we all know it wasn't his fault. I think he still has that feeling behind his brain that he feels faulty for that. So I think this is his like, sorry, here's something I can do for you guys. And as we see with the Eric Davis Fandango interview, he says Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige are like a really
I
brilliant
can't even read
team
what
to
that
work
says,
with.
Isaac.
Read it for DL.
Let's get 69 likes.
It says,
There we go.
All right, well, Isaac, what do you want? Thanks, DL. What do you want?
I want 69 likes.
What? I know that. I mean, like if there were a possibility for Raimi to do Spider-Man 4, is it even worth it, or do you want to see him expand and do more? I guess I'm doing a leading question, but I just think there's more opportunities on the alternative with. Oh, hey, Crazy Joe. Hey, Crazy.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
All right. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you. So, Isaac, what do you think?
I'm very excited for Multiverse of Madness, Sam, because like I said last time, the thing that's perfect about it, it's a mixture of what Sam Raimi does best. It's the horror and the comic book aspect. Because to me, Sam Raimi till this day, besides Zack Snyder's Justice League, has created to me my personal favorite comic book movie of all time. That is Spider-Man 2. Excited. If he was to do do I think there should be a Spider-Man 4? Why not? I don't think it's necessary, but then again, no movie has ever been necessary in history. But why not? I'd have fun with it. But either way, I'm excited for Doctor Strange 2. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. DL, what do you think? Would you prefer Spider-Man 4 or just come on, Doctor Strange? That's more opportunity. What do you think's a better opportunity for Raimi for the future?
To be honest, I don't think people aren't talking enough. Aren't people surprised that Sam Raimi would ever come back to a Marvel film in general after his experiences with Spider-Man 3? And actually, people don't talk about
though.
This. Yeah, when after Spider-Man 3.
Well, but he's back for Doctor Strange. But that's
I know.
Going back to Sony. Yeah. You mean to go back to Sony? You mean?
Well, no. Well, I'm talking about just Marvel films in general, not just talking about the MCU, because like I said, he had such a bad experience with Spider-Man 3, and actually he had a really bad experience with Spider-Man 2. Now that people talk about that, it was a nightmare making both of those movies. So it's I don't think anyone's talking enough. Sam Raimi is back when it comes to Marvel, so it's I would rather see him do other Marvel projects, just to see how his vision is, because he's such a great director. It's no problem if he wanted to go back to Spider-Man 4. That'd be cool, but I think as far as him tackling other characters, I think it'd be much more exciting. There was even a time where I thought he should handle some DC properties. You want somebody to run Justice League Dark? Sam Raimi, bro. he will knock it out of the park, in my opinion. But I'm really interested to see what he would do with Doctor Strange as well. Multiverse of Madness is my most anticipated Marvel film this year. You know, just because that's probably one of the main reasons why. So it's like I'm really excited to see what he'll do with it. If they bring him back for 3, if the second one's good, which I'm sure it will be, but like, yeah.
Brian, and then we'll get to Crazy Joe, and I want to also hear what Isaac and Caden have to say. But Brian, what did you think about that quote from Sam Raimi, and what's more likely and what's worth it for this dude now that he's back into Kate movies?
Well, as far as the quote goes, you couldn't be more vague.
Yes,
if you were trying. No, I mean, honestly, good for him. Do I want to see another Spider-Man 4 with Andrew? Andrew, cover your ears. No,
okay.
I don't want to see Spider-Man 4. We don't need Spider-Man in a walker.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm kidding. But no, I just like, I don't know. I'm more interested in seeing Andrew Garfield take back the role again, if anything. But no, I'm with Dial though. I would kind of like to see Sam Raimi take a stab at some other Marvel properties, man. Like, yeah,
there's more opportunity. That's right. Even if he doesn't do Doctor Strange thing, there's more opportunity as long as Doctor Strange is good. Ashley, I think I saw you on another live stream. Is Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness a shorter movie?
Well, originally, like the rumors that we thought it was going to be like 2.5 hours, but the runtime is 2 hours and 6 minutes. So it seems it's a little on the shorter end, which is a little concerning.
I'm a little concerned too. Like I don't know.
Because it's like it is a a sequel, but it's also like an event film. There's a lot of things going on, and it seems like there's like 30 minutes of this film missing. And can you do everything in 2 hours and 6 minutes? I don't know, without it just seeming, really just like here's a guy over here, this character, cool, instead of like being a part of the story, which that's not what I want. I don't want people just to be showing up because it'll be cool to see a bunch of characters. That's why I'm starting to get concerned, because the runtime is only 2 hours and 6 minutes.
Well, we'll get to Crazy Joe now. Hey, Crazy Joe, what did you think about that Raimi comment on Spider-Man 4? What do you think's a better opportunity for him going forward? Doctor Strange? Do you have any concerns with the Multiverse of Madness runtime? I'm a little concerned with the runtime.
No, the runtime doesn't bother me. A movie shouldn't be a minute longer than the story requires it to be.
But this is a little different though, Crazy Joe, because the amount of stuff you have to accomplish. That's why I think normally, Ashley, you're like you're not too concerned with the runtime, but the amount of things they need to accomplish in this film is kind of like concerning.
It's all the things that are supposed to be in the film. It just seems like they don't have enough time to spend on certain things without things seeming like we're rushing to things, and maybe we're not getting enough information, or certain characters don't have a real arc in the film, and that's what I'm concerned about. I don't want people's motivations not to be expressed and conveyed properly on screen, because if those things are cut down, then you don't get the full context.
Be careful. I hear some music or TV in the background on something. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. I apologize, Ash.
No, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I trust these filmmakers. I think Kevin Feige knows what he's doing. I'm not concerned at all about the runtime. As for Spider-Man 4, I like Toby Maguire in the part. I loved his movies. I mean, even Spider-Man 3 isn't the train wreck people want to make it out to be. It's by far the weakest of the three, but I mean, it's a hell of a lot better than Amazing Spider-Man 2. What do you call it? I'm not interested in a Spider-Man 4. I think there's more interesting ways to bring Toby back. Like, I think, what if they did Spider-Girl? In the comics, Peter Parker is the father of Spider-Girl in an alternate reality. Maybe you do that. Maybe you do the family. You have him back with his daughter. I think there's more interesting ways to go than just Spider-Man 4.
Okay. We kind of got weird when someone left. We kind of got the order messed up. Ryan, what's your thoughts on that Sam Raimi? What do you want to see with Sam Raimi after this? Do you want him to go backward? Do you want him to go back to Toby,
Well-
or do you think there's more opportunities, elsewhere if he's going to go back into?
So if he's not invigorated, then I don't want him back at all. Because when your passion's not there, you're not going to make a good product. Just because you're a good director or whatever, that's fine. But that's only half of it. You need to have a story to tell. Like I really want to, get into this character and do X, Y, and Z or whatever, and kind of flesh it out and then see audience reception because you're so excited that you have this idea or whatever. If he's done with this movie or whatever, and he doesn't really have another story to tell, then don't do anything more in the Marvel universe at all. Go back to doing something else. Like if it's another, Army of Darkness or whatever, great. Go do that. Or maybe some other, obscure movie that he would like to do. I want to see a passionate Sam Raimi, not a, oh yeah, okay, I'll do another comic book movie. Yeah, I can do that.
Well, he said, I think he said I didn't even think about it much. I don't know. He's got other things on his mind.
Yeah, I mean, the worst thing to do is to nail somebody down. That's the whole problem with I don't want to bring up George Lucas, but everyone always only cared about his Star Wars movies. When he tried to do something different like Red Tails, nobody cared, and he just kind of lost his passion for it. He was like, I'll just sell it to Disney and whatever, because he just kind of lost it, and you don't make good movies after that. So I'm glad that he didn't do Star Wars, because it could come out, his version could have been different, worse, whatever. It doesn't matter. If he wasn't passionate about it, it wouldn't have been good. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's with no matter what, this is all art. And if you're not excited about your art, then nobody else is going to be excited for you.
Eddie, reboots are woke. What do you think about Spider-Man 4? Do you want to see it? Are you all hyped from Raimi's comments, or is it nothing? He's what you want to see Raimi do?
No, I talked about it too when it broke about his comments during the Fandango interview. Like I said, I always support Sony Marvel because it's the best. But let me get to the point. No, actually, would like to see it. I know some people are saying, "Well, make this Amazing Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man 4," which I don't know about that, but I mean, I would like to see both. But I guess if he's winning, I know Tobey Maguire's probably expressed that he's a return. I mean, he returned for No Way Home, so there is a possibility. I mean, would I lose sleep over it? Of course not. That trilogy ended back in 2007. But if everyone's interested, then I guess Sony or Marvel or whoever's to be in charge of that, if it's a possibility, should just look at the pieces, look at the outcry for it, and determine if they want to do it or not. I mean, I know it would be better than the stuff they're doing right now, but it's up to them if they want to explore or expand on those universes that are already established.
Axel, same question.
About Spider-Man 4. I mean, yeah, it's not. I mean, I prefer Amazing Spider-Man 3, but it wouldn't hurt anyone if they did Spider-Man 4. Although I don't think it's likely to happen. I'll be happy to admit if I'm wrong if it does happen. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing it. Yeah.
Okay, Caden, your title there intrigues me. Sam Raimi's Midnight Suns. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
What do you want Raimi to do? Do you want him to just go back to Spider-Man 4, or more?
I
Are you
think
more interested to see what else he would do?
I think, based off of what we've seen from that interview today that came out today, it seems like he might stick around at Marvel and do another project or two, and it may be still in the realm of horror and stuff, and maybe even, like I said, Midnight Suns, maybe a possibility that he might do.
Steve Harvey is Kingpin? Hey, Tony.
No.
Hey.
Let's do it.
So, dear God, please no.
Don't.
But the question about Spider-Man 4,
know.
The Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire, I don't see that happening, to be honest. I I think Sony is not smart enough to do that. But at the same time, I think they have whatever plans they have to what they're doing, because clearly Morbius showed us that they don't care what they're doing. They just like barfing on paper.
The only Spider-Man 4 we're getting is Tom Holland's sequel.
Yes.
Spider-Boy 4, tired of Tom. Is anyone tired of Tom Holland?
Absolutely not.
I mean,
No.
I guess I can't make fun of him saying Iron Boy
I'm
Jr.
here to tell you
anymore, I
right
guess.
now. I'm here to tell you right now. We don't care.
About Tom Holland?
I want
What?
Chris
What?
Rock as Spider-Man.
I care.
I mean, I get it.
Tom Holland.
Ashley's an MCU show.
That trilogy wasn't even good, to be honest.
one
Tom
at a
Holland's
time,
acting was atrocious. I get it.
All right.
You know what?
I'm not
You know what?
forgetting
Shush, Eddie. Shush, Eddie. Just
Bully Maguire
Oh, wow,
movie.
DL, you like Tom Holland?
Yeah,
Love Tom
like,
Holland.
dude,
Spider-Man.
Dude, if you guys know, I have been vocal about
Hey, Ashley,
how
I
I
just
felt
want.
about his.
I do want to remind Ashley, since she's a team member, she has the mute option for certain.
Oh yeah, I will. I'm gonna start muting him because
That's
I
kind of
can do
sexist, no?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got control. You don't, Eddie.
Yeah,
All right, go ahead, DL. I didn't mean
What
to
are you trying to
interrupt.
imply, Max?
That's okay. I was actually this close to be like,
The
so,
adults
why-
have
why
the
can't
controls.
Eddie-
That's what I mean. Is the adults have the controls?
I'm just saying, it's
mean the old people?
I'm
You're
just saying,
just saying.
Man, you better shut your.
Say
Yeah.
You're just saying what?
Hey, don't worry, their backs are.
Isaac, what?
Know your role. Anyway,
Suck
All right,
it.
DL. I'm sorry. You like Tom Holland?
Old people, am I right?
I mean, now
Boy, you
I
better
love
shut
Tom
your-
Holland because I've been saying that I had a problem with how they were writing his version of Spider-Man up until that point. Like now that he's actually, defining himself as a character, he's been through struggles and stuff like that. I am now more interested to see how his Spider-Man is going forward. I
They could
am
have
still
done it
interested.
earlier.
Nah, he
Yeah, me
finally
too.
got the
Me too.
suit, guys. Like, did you watch the end of No Way Home? He finally became Spider-Man, and nobody wants to see him be
I
Spider-Man
mean,
now.
okay, not
The
gonna
thing
lie,
about it
that's
is-
the last swing in that movie is so unsatisfying. It's terrible. The
Oh my
camera
God.
angles, fucking terrible.
There's just
I mean-
no pleasing certain individuals.
I mean,
Is that-
overall,
my
the
God.
trilogy was terrible. The movies underperformed. Everyone knows the
overall,
truth.
I think
they
Homecoming's the
didn't
best in the trilogy.
films did not
Okay, get out.
underperform. You are
Underperformed.
absolutely ridiculous, Eddie.
Underperformed?
It totally
Who
did
said
not just make
underperformed?
$2.8 billion.
Let's hear from
The-
Mrs. Holland.
The
Let's
general
hear from
audience
Mrs.
didn't like the
Holland.
films either.
Well, Tommy's
Yeah,
like
no,
my
we
little
did.
brother, but
Oh, okay.
what I'm saying is, the films, his arc was over 3 films. You see him at the very 7 months after the bite, and how he's trying to come into his own, not being sure of himself. Like, to me, Tom Holland, played this awkward teenager, unsure of himself at times, and he was a kid, and
He's
and
been
they
a
did
teenager
I think
for
they
10
did
years
a good
now.
job. He's not been a teenager for 10 years, okay? He was in
He was in high school.
And he
Yeah, I
lost
know.
5 years of his life. Also, he comes
Yeah.
back. He's still
Oh, yeah,
the
that
same
is true.
age. He was in high school. He was learning. By the end of the second film, he realized that he didn't have to rely on a mentor or someone else to define who he was. And then in the third film, you see him at the end of that then have to stand completely on his own because he lives in a world where nobody knows who he is. So I think that if you really dissect the films and you think about what happens in these movies, the arc is there and the growth is there. And when you think about the MCU, everything is a arc along the way, and then there's an end point. Yes, absolutely, Eddie. That's how it works.
Can't believe it took 3 films just for him to become the character we all know and love. I can't.
The only one I didn't like was Far
Character
From
from the
Home.
beginning.
Spider-Man: Homecoming is a
He was
top 5
The
always
same
MCU
thing would have
movie
happened
to me.
One at a time. Okay. Sorry, go ahead. All right.
I would
anything
also
to
like
add?
to say, I would like to say that people who complain that it took 3 or 4 or 5 films for Tom Holland Spider-Man to become actually the Spider-Man it would have taken the same amount of films for Henry Cavill Superman to become Superman that we know in the comics. So just saying.
Oh, Ryan might have to head out.
Yeah, I
Later,
gotta
Brian.
get going, but yeah, I
I
just
don't agree
wanted
with
to
that, Kaden.
drop my 2 cents in. But you guys have a great night.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Thank you.
All right, man.
Go follow Ryan if you have some questions about being, getting into art too. Go check out his channel.
yeah. Any aspiring artists out there, check out my channel and let me know what you think.
And the Four Nerds as well. So
We have a show tomorrow night. So 7:30 Central, Four Nerd channel on YouTube.
All right, cool.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one. Later.
Wait, what? You're leaving?
No. It's a good thing Tom's never coming back, right,
We
guys?
still get 69 likes.
Now, when you say to follow Ryan, you mean like on social media, right? Not like in a creepy stalker way.
Well, that's up to you, Crazy Joe.
It's up to you.
Did Max just advocate for stalking?
Well,
I hope not.
Be leaving because I have to go hang out with one of my other friends on their stream now.
Okay, sure. Thanks.
She's basically
Ashley.
saying "suck it, Max."
Thanks
Yeah,
for
running from what I said. That's why.
I'm not running. Eddie, I never run. You know me. Okay.
Well, before you go, at least let's talk real quick about the Sonic 2 Rotten Tomatoes. Just real quick before you go, you're going to see this.
Yes, I'm going tomorrow.
Okay, cool. So it is getting 66.
Oh
That's
my God.
decent. That's decent for.
I forgot it's tomorrow.
Yeah. So, are you going to be doing a review of that as well, or are you going to be talking about it on your channel? Or
Yeah, I'll probably do a review. I just put my episode 2 review up of Moon Knight earlier, so
I didn't watch that yet.
Well,
oh, did you like it? I'm gonna watch your review, but just say, were you as happy with the first episode?
I'm happier the second time around, but I still have a lot of things I don't like.
Okay, so stay tuned to check out her video on that to get the details. Why did I say that, deets? Oh, that was lame. All right, thanks, Ashley.
Bye, guys. Y'all have a great one.
Bye, you too.
Yeah.
All right, everyone's leaving now. Brian, did you see Moon Knight episode 2 yet, or?
I fell asleep the first time watching it, and then I tried to watch it again.
So you really like it, right?
But then I got caught up in some stuff, so I didn't get a chance to completely watch the second episode of Moon Knight yet.
Okay, that was a good segue because I forgot. I still got to watch that. DL, did you watch Moon Knight?
Yeah, I watched the first episode.
Oh, that sounds very enthusiastic. What you have any issues without spoilers?
It was interesting. I didn't really know how to feel about it. I mean, like, it got my attention more than most of the other Marvel shows. I kind of liked it. I don't know. I'm really up in the air about it. I'm not sure how to feel about it. But it has some cool concepts here and there. It's just a little odd to me. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
All right, Isaac, did you watch the second episode yet?
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Was it worthy? 69 likes worthy?
It's worthy of 420 likes.
Okay.
I like it. I like the second. I don't think it's as good as the first episode, but I liked it. It's, to me, as much as I like Moon Knight, it's still not at that level that Mandalorian and WandaVision were at, where I would put up an alarm at 2 a.m. just to watch each episode. To me, it's just more just wake up in the morning and then watch it. That's it. But I've liked it so far. Oscar Isaac specifically himself is great, especially because he's a fellow Isaac. So, of course, I got to support him. But, yeah.
His last name is Isaac, FYI. So you're saying that your last name is Isaac as well? He's been lying to us, guys. Isaac.
There's an Isaac Holt.
Crazy Joe. Have you been watching Moon Knight? What's your thoughts on the Moon Knight series?
My wife and daughter are really enjoying it. I think it's fine.
Oh wow!
It's probably the Disney Plus Marvel show that I've been the least engaged in, which doesn't mean it's bad. We haven't had the episode that's really like clicked for me yet. It's okay. I'm gonna keep watching it. I'm gonna watch all 6.
Okay. All right. Caden.
What? Eddie is just a hater.
I agree.
Reboot
the MC.
Go ahead, Eddie. Eddie, did you watch it?
Well, when it comes to Marvel,
don't
doesn't
know.
really have that
Oh
much
God,
sense
I
of
already
taste.
regret it. Never mind.
I think
never
Eddie
mind.
just hates everything.
All right, come on. Serious answer, Eddie. Eddie, have you been enjoying Moon Knight?
No, I I liked the second episode. I thought it was fine. I liked how they were expanding on the personalities and stuff like that with Mark and Steve and the contracts between the two and more backstory about what really happened. But at the same time, we still need more, like flashback or something. The stuff with Layla was all right. I liked her. It was surprising to hear that they were married, all that stuff. While
Well, no
Steven
spoilers. No
realized it.
spoil-
I mean,
I didn't watch it yet.
yeah.
Don't be spoiling shit now, Eddie. Come on.
My bad. But no, I really liked the episode. I liked the action. There wasn't that much action. There was more more dialogue in terms of the Cole and Arthur, and like I said, the Moon Knight stuff with the personalities and stuff. But no, I enjoyed it. I'm interested in this show, and I can't wait to see what they do now. Since how the ending of episode 2 played off.
Okay. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you on Moon Knight?
I'm right here, and I like Moon Knight. So what?
What? I didn't say anything.
Oh man.
What?
Yeah.
Nothing.
What?
Hmm?
All right.
Okay. Let me just say what I need to say before Harry balls on you. Again.
It's Russian. All right, it's Russian.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, wait, it's Russian. It's Russian.
Okay.
Okay.
I like the first episode of Midnight. I also like this episode of Midnight. It's I'm interested in where this is going. I think I like, especially with the trailers and everything, it seems like it's gonna be very interesting moving forward as well. So, it's pretty cool. And I like introductions to certain characters in this episode.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it. Harry, did you watch Moon Knight episode 2?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it, but at the same time, I don't know if I don't know. Some trailers didn't really impress me. I mean, the suit looks freaking awesome. It looks better than all MCU suits that look generic as fuck. But
okay.
well, it's true though. But like, reboot the MCU hashtag. But yeah, I might watch it. Like, is it serious enough for me to like actually care about it, like, or do they just have jokes? You know?
Okay. Thanks a
And now
lot.
that's a question.
So far, I mean, it's okay. It's not like it's not. I don't know. Okay, first off, if you're a DC fan, I'm gathering that you are.
No. I like Marvel.
Just by the question, just because of the questions. Well, you're a certain type of DC fan based on the questions that I just got from you here. So my little personal algorithm is going to go in and tell me if you're going to like this show or not. If you're probably more likely a fan of Snyder work, probably you might like this show, but you probably might not. Seriously, just take a shot at it. Don't take what you have to say for it. Make up your own mind on that one.
All right. Next topic. Star Wars Celebration is coming back. Are you looking forward to it? And I just finally realized that, man, it would be great to be at Celebration, and they are debuting Obi-Wan there.
That's cool.
It'll be held May 26th to 29th. They're going to be there when it debuts. That's going to be amazing. Am I not? Oh, am I sharing again? Yes.
Yeah, you're sharing.
Yes, you are.
I honestly, has anyone ever considered wanting to go? I like viewing it from afar. I get excited when there's announcements. I could get excited just where I'm at. Are you happy, Brian, that they're doing a celebration again?
Yeah, of course. I mean, why not? They make a shit ton of money when they do these anyways. So, I mean, what are the tickets? Like $2,000?
Yeah, crazy.
I mean, I'm not even being hyperbolic. I think it's that much. Like, honestly.
Somebody send a $2,000 super chat just for Max to be able to go.
Yeah, so we can get live reaction from the madman at Star
Well,
Wars.
not more than 2,000. But Max has to fly out to Anaheim too, guys.
And you have to ask Kevin, why haven't you been fired yet?
I would ask. Yeah, I'll go ask.
But Doomcock said she was fired a long time ago.
So did Max.
They have a weekly Monday meeting where they fire her every Monday.
Well, that was my videos.
You're
every
fired.
Other.
Thank you, Max, for the misinformation.
Well, what are you most excited about this Star Wars celebration this May the 4th? And
They always drop something cool, man.
Is it Obi-Wan? What you most excited about? To hear something new about new shows?
I'm looking forward to the new slate. I want to find out more about like Ahsoka and what they're doing with that Mandalorian arc situation, where they're trying to tie all the shows into a potential big kind of, if they're going the way that they said that they're going to go, I want to see what the plan is, basically. And I know it's messed up because every year at Celebration, they're like, we got all these great shows, guys. And like you say, Max, it's like, how many of these shows actually came out? Not a damn one. Or they changed them, because I think that Boba Fett was going to be Boba Fett, but it turned into the Mandalorian. And then they're like, oh, well, Boba Fett, why the hell not? So it's like, I hope we get more.
Okay. What are you hoping for most out of Star Wars this celebration, DL? Is it just seeing Obi-Wan like everyone else, or you looking forward to one of the new shows announced, something new, or maybe even the video game the sequel they're talking about, the trailer? What's that game called?
Jedi Fallen Order.
Jedi Fallen Order. What do you want? What do you want to hear from this celebration?
Honestly, I'm here for all of it, man. I'm excited for Obi-Wan. I'm excited for the Fallen Order 2. I want to see, just like Brian, I want to see more from the new shows coming out, like Ahsoka and the Acolyte. If they shed any light on that, I'm really interested to see what they do for that as well. I'm here for it all, man. I'm here for it all. Just give me Star Wars, bro.
Okay. Isaac, Ligma. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Harry.
Ligma balls. What?
But wait, what happened to that? There was a game that was announced we got a trailer last year called Star Wars Eclipse.
That was delayed.
Game.
That was delayed.
When?
It's in development hell right now.
Oh, what?
Oh, wow.
Why's
Like
that?
the Flash. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know why. I just know that it is delayed.
I saw the trailer. They were playing the drums. I was confused on what that was, but that game actually looked really cool, and I'm disappointed that it's not going to come out soon. And I kind of want to play it. But Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga came out recently. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I don't get the hype for that game. It's just a Lego game. I don't get it.
I've never played them.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, it is geared toward people that like Legos and doesn't take Star Wars
Lego, but
seriously.
Hype.
How do you not like it then? I don't understand.
I don't know. It just doesn't interest me.
Are you Lego phobic?
No, I'm not Lego phobic.
Wow, man, it's 2022, man.
I know.
Isaac, what do you want? Wow.
I want 69 likes.
Called you an uncultured swine.
Uncultured.
You gotta say that.
There's hardcore Lego Star Wars fans for sure.
Yeah, I know. Some of them are like
even Degrassi says, "Oh, it's fun as AF." That's why.
Exactly.
Marcus is here.
The name Harry Bolzania.
All right, Isaac. What do you want from Star Wars this celebration? You happy it's back? What's your most anticipated thing? Is it Obi-Wan or something else?
I want them to announce the Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy. That's all I want, and I know if Max definitely wants it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but oh well. What I'm most excited for, like Diallo and Brian said, I want to know what the slate is. I want to know what like maybe a sneak peek of Ahsoka or whatever. I would just want to see the future, but if I'm looking for one thing, I would like to know what season 3 of Mandalorian.
Marcus, no spoilers. Oh, god damn it. Marcus. Don't look at Marcus's comment.
Nah, fuck.
You made me look at it.
I said don't.
He hasn't seen it.
Yeah, but of course I'm gonna look at it.
No, there's leaks.
I want a Jar Jar Binks
isn't
original
also
series.
John Watts developing a Star Wars series?
Do I have to start saying at the beginning of streams no spoilers? I have to. All right.
No spoilers for.
I got a question. So what? Isn't John Watts making like a Star Wars thing? Like I heard something about that like a month ago or something.
Isn't what?
Is John Watt? Isn't it? Isn't John Watts like the guy who made?
Oh, they're considering him after the success of No Way Home. Yeah.
Isn't he working on Fantastic Four?
Oh, who left?
I didn't mean to leave. I meant to do something. I meant to do.
Yeah,
this.
he was gonna change. He was gonna change.
High Republic series.
He wants a Jar Jar Binks spin-off
Because
series.
That's
well,
the most you're anticipated. Okay.
Well, not well. I was saying that's the project that he's rumored to be directing in the upcoming weeks for and for like with Jude Law as like the main hero or the main Jedi.
Jude Law.
Yeah, he's Jude
Law?
Law is rumored to be casted.
It's going.
as-
Is it gonna be woke? Oh my god! Oh my god! It's gonna be woke. No, I'm just kidding.
Not if Jude Law's in it, only if it stars a woman.
Eddie's
Yeah, I
woke.
know. Apparently, it's gonna be woke if there's a woman. If any female breeds in that show, it's gonna be woke.
Mara Jade.
Wow, perversion signaling.
Eddie,
Women
do
are
you like?
yucky.
Do you even like Star Wars, bro?
Of course I do.
Okay, what are you looking?
He's like, fine.
What are you looking forward to?
Star Wars.
God damn it. Obi-Wan?
Yeah, Obi-Wan, of course, man. Obi-Wan, probably Bad Batch
woke?
season 2, Jedi Fallen Order 2 if it's ever announced. Like I want some good stuff. Like I said, we just waiting to see what's announced. I really don't know. But Obi-Wan's the closest thing so far to Star Wars, so I guess I'll just wait it out until it premieres. Which is two
okay.
episodes.
I'm putting you in a timeout. I said no spoilers, Marcus. No spoilers. You don't do it like Marcus.
Like,
Marcus, just stop.
Where are you getting this stuff from too anyway? Like Reddit or
yeah,
something?
coming out of his ass, probably.
What kind of idiot spoils
He
it
heard
for
it
everyone?
from Doomcock, so it's probably very accurate.
All right.
Kathleen Kennedy.
If anyone's on the regular YouTube, don't ban him for good. But if you Marcus, if you come back next time, and you start dropping spoilers. That's not respectful to everyone else that doesn't want it. You can't just say spoiler alert and then the spoiler in the same comment.
Yeah,
That's funny.
All right.
like warning someone that they're gonna die. Like, oh, you're gonna die.
Yeah, Caden,
Yeah.
you said High Republic. Did anyone
Well,
else have anything to weigh? Okay.
So hold on. Let me share this article actually.
Is
Let
it
me
real?
find it first. Yes, it's real. Oh, I found it right away.
No, it isn't. Come on.
Yes, you are fake, and I am real.
You're bringing up an article.
I'm bringing up an article just for you guys.
I don't want to read.
Yeah.
Going to
Reading
have
is
to
lame.
Yeah.
An Andor trailer. Okay, yes, that's what I want to see.
Even is
Yeah.
why is Andor even getting a show?
Yeah,
we know how he
that's
died.
the one. That's the one show I don't give a shit about.
Yeah, like, who the fuck?
I'm really excited for
I give
Andor.
shits about it.
remember
I give lots of shits.
You give lots
good,
of what?
Good for you
I
guys.
give lots of shits about it.
Good for you, Max. Good for you.
I'm
Do
excited.
you mean like literal?
I'm more excited for Andor than Obi-Wan.
What?
What? Explain
What?
that, Crazy Joe.
Explain
You are
it.
Crazy Joe.
Kick him out. Kick him out.
Okay,
No,
this
just
is-
kidding.
It's
Just
getting
kidding.
crazy. Bro, look at John Favreau with that gun. He's like, yeah, shoot it like that.
So we're not gonna get a Jar Jar Binks spin-off series?
I
No,
don't think
I actually
so.
like Jar Jar Binks. In the Clone Wars, he's good.
Okay, well, explain that,
Clone Wars.
Crazy Joe.
Well, I'm just the Jedi. I've come to after the prequels. I realized that the Jedi are kind of boring. Like the best characters in Star Wars are like Han Solo and Lando and the Mandalorian and the Jedi. Now Luke's a different breed of Jedi because he wasn't raised by the Jedi. He was too old to begin the training. So, but the whole like, oh, you can have no attachments, and they're kind of stiffs,
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I like Star Wars better when it's about the scoundrels, which that's what I'm excited for Star Wars Celebration. I hope we finally get some news on the Lando series that they announced like 2-3 years ago. I want to hear about Lando.
I doubt it, but I hope you get that too.
Because that's my most anticipated Disney Plus Star Wars series, the Lando show.
Okay. Time for rapid fire topics, and then we'll end the show close to 2 hours. Get 69 likes for sure.
Nice.
Okay, so this is video game. I was really looking forward to this because I love light games. I love House of the Dead. House of the Dead remake came out, and the remake that preserves the legacy of the original. Oh, I'm not sharing it. I'm boomering again. Sorry.
I just shared it again.
Thank you.
Retire already.
Remake that preserves the legacy of the original, but adds some new frustrations. And I'm just going to give you a glimpse of the score. 6 out of 10. House of the Dead remake could be an enjoyable return to the classic arcade rail shooter, but performance hiccups and frustrating controls are scarier enemies than the zombies themselves. Oh no. I really was looking forward to light gun games coming back. That's just on me. Anyone really like the House of the Dead game?
House of the Dead. I'll look that up. Actually.
That's
I've never played them.
House of Dead.
The only thing I know about House of the Dead was in the 2003 House of the Dead movie, we saw Erica Durant's from Smallville's boobs.
Thank you for
Nice,
that.
crazy.
Both of them.
She's an amazing Lois.
Oh, you got something against boobs?
Wait,
now?
really? I did not know that. Now I am not. How dare you, Crazy Joe? How dare you mention that?
Both of them.
Oh, both. Okay,
Well, you got a problem with that, Max?
No.
Max,
I liked
you-
Erica Durant's from Smallville. I like, All right. Next topic. Speaking of boobs. Speaking of boobs,
You can watch that movie now, Max. You can watch House of the Dead and then
that's
sing
not
that.
why I was going to watch it, Crazy Joe. I was going to watch it for the
Can you
story.
bring up an image?
But then you could sing the Seth
For the article.
MacFarlane
I
song.
was going
We
to watch
saw
it
your
for the
boobs.
articles.
Well,
I was
So
going
we're
to
gonna bring up an image of the boobs.
No, Netflix.
Why not?
Marilyn Monroe biopic Blonde earns NC-17 rating. That's just kind of
Yeah, wait, isn't Chris Pratt gonna be Marilyn Monroe or something?
no.
What?
Ana de Armas.
I heard
What?
something about that. He's Mario and now he's Garfield and now he's Marilyn Monroe, but I was wrong. I got it from the
Marilyn Monroe is what? Wait.
Max playing
Played by Chris
Marilyn
Pratt.
Monroe?
Did you hear that? Did you hear that from
We got this covered.
Psyche's Mutton?
No, I just got it from
Absolutely.
the dream.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh my god, this Pepsi is so big. I'm done with that.
All right. This is really going to get everyone. No, it's not. It's just an update. Anyone interested in Interview with the Vampire series?
Nope.
Well, too bad, because it's coming at you from AMC. Show Sam Reed as Lestat, Jacob Anderson as Lewis. Where's the images?
Of the boobs?
Oh, here it is. Interview with the. Oh, he does kind of look like Brad Pitt. A little bit.
Yeah.
What do you think? Oh, the photos look, they're not bad. Anyone interested in this now? They've seen the photos.
No.
What about vampires, Brian?
Okay, Marcus, relax. Jesus Christ.
Bring back Buffy.
Bring back Buffy. Well, that could happen too.
I'm there for.
All right. The Boys. This is
The
rapid fire.
Boys on the show. Yeah.
The Boys.
The boys.
The boys.
The
This
boys.
is a scene that made Chace Crawford very uncomfortable. What do you think scene it was?
Probably him.
Probably
fucking
him.
Or a dolphin, or him.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know.
scene. I was about to say that scene.
Yeah,
That
his
scene when
holy
he's
shit,
talking
that
to
scene
his
is so
chest gills.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wait, don't you voice? Wait, Max, don't you voice like the things on his chest? The gills? Yeah.
Yeah.
Patton
So thi-
Oswalt does.
So this is what he says
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it. Oh, hold on.
Max
Oh, no
was
no
Patton
problem,
Oswalt.
Brian. Okay. So it was the most uncomfortable scene ever. It literally made me feel kind of nauseous, not going to lie. It was just so weird and uncomfortable. I could have not have gotten out of there fast that day. So yeah, it was pretty well. He doesn't like his gills on his chest.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Anything to add there?
They need to next season bring in Sebastian Stan as Tommy Lee and have the Gills talk to Tommy Lee's penis.
Oh God.
There.
Crazy
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Oh boy.
Release
That
the
I don't
penis
know.
cut.
I don't. No, I don't want to see the. No.
That was Jason Mantzoukas as the voice of the penis. So
I still didn't see that yet.
Oh man,
That's what she
it's
said.
the best show with a talking wiener I've seen all year.
What
Oh, wow.
is this
There's more than
show
one?
y'all are talking about?
What the fuck?
It's cinema at its finest.
Pam and Tommy Lee,
On Hulu.
or Pam and Tommy. It's just called Pam and Tommy. Yeah.
The Gills talk.
So no talking penises.
I don't need that. Don't need talking.
All right. Last topic.
That's funny.
Last
No.
topic.
They said Sausage Party was funny too, but no.
Lock
it's
and
not.
Key
that movie.
season 3 will end the series.
Oh.
Does anyone care?
I hear that's a good
What
show.
it-
but
wait,
I've
what
never
is it?
seen
Wait, what show is it? I've never heard of it.
Lock and Key on Netflix.
Lock and
Nope.
He's nuts.
Nope.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been told the show's excellent, but I have not checked it out yet.
Okay, thanks for watching. Brian, I tried really hard to look up other stuff other than just DC. You see how hard it is, Brian? Are you there, Brian? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Somebody
I
wake
apologize.
Eddie up. Oh, there he is. He's awake.
Okay, no, I apologize. He was busy. See how it's difficult it can be to just talk about the usual stuff. All right. Anyone have anything to add towards the end of the show? DL, thanks for joining us with us today. Crazy Joe. Anything else you're looking forward to this week?
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Crazy Joe, are you looking forward to Sonic the Hedgehog 2?
I'm going to take my kids to see it, but probably not this week. I'm looking forward to. I got tickets for Friday night to see the new Michelle Yeoh movie, Everywhere, Everything, All at Once. That's
That
pretty-
looks good.
Pretty good, yeah. So I'm excited about that. You should feel these nipples.
So creepy to see Max drink
Wait, what did you add? What?
nipples.
You should feel these nipples of how excited he is.
Nipple eggs.
Oh, really? No thanks.
I was talking on the phone to my dad. What the hell happened here, guys?
I apologize.
Max lost
I
control,
apologize.
Brian.
Oh.
Crazy Joe is saying he's excited and he could. Thank you, Marcus. Back
It's
at you,
like-
brother.
It's
Yeah,
like
he called me a gym cock wannabe. I'm like,
it's like Sprockets, best in German television. I'm as happy as hell. Nobody ever saw
Brian,
that?
I
I
tried
love
really. I
Love
tried
my-
really hard to get other topics, and I was struggling towards the end. There's
That's
not
what
a
she
lot.
He loves me. He loves my caribou.
Go to sleep, old man.
Caribou.
Remember the one with Germany's
No.
most disturbing home videos?
Oh,
I'm so in the face.
disturbing home videos. Oh,
Is
that
this
was
true?
a
Is this
classic
true?
skit.
If anyone knows, it
With
would be
Kyle
Eddie. Eddie,
MacLachlan.
is this true? Is this true, Eddie?
I know Michael French
I
had
mean,
a
I-
meltdown on video.
I did talk about it. I think it had like 3K views while her having a meltdown over the Morbius stuff, I guess. Or unless you're referencing the stuff about the executives at WB, then I guess she probably had a mini meltdown as well.
Oh, really?
I mean, she was telling people they don't know how the industry works, that they don't know what's happening behind the scenes, this and that, and then the Snyder people were roasting her to hell.
Did anybody see the retro blasting meltdown this week? That was something to watch.
No.
The guy made a Patreon only video where he spent 45 minutes telling his patrons that they're worthless.
What?
Yeah, because he
all
didn't
right.
because they didn't show up to a live stream he had.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow, what an idiot! Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
ranting about your patrons not showing up.
Great
If they don't-
move.
if you're giving them Patreon content and they don't show up, who gives a crap? You did your part.
It's on BitChute because somebody leaked the link to it, but it's unbelievable.
Send me that link. I gotta see that.
Sure.
Okay. All right, that's all I got for tonight. Thank you, Brian, for getting it going. We had a nice, calm DC talk tonight.
That's true. We did.
And
I'll start yelling right now.
You're welcome. No,
Oh yeah, it's Brian's fault. Yes, or it's because of Brian. I meant not his fault. Yes.
Brian replace Max from now on.
I don't know about that.
Oh wow.
It's okay, Brian. I got you.
He'll be my assistant now.
Oh wow, are you what? You better not put Brian's assistant. I'm gonna freak out, Isaac. No.
Oh, he's doing it now.
Brian's assistant. Oh no.
Yeah, Isaac, the master of one.
You're stabbing me in the back, Brian. Is that how it is? All right.
Hey, what are you talking about? I didn't do nothing.
He's always on time.
What are you doing?
Isaac has his own agency.
Stop silent.
Yeah, that's right. And we're gonna end the show
What the heck?
just like that.
I did it.
Thanks for showing up, guys. We appreciate it. Make sure you like all that fun stuff. And we're gonna have a good day tomorrow too, right? Max, we're gonna talk about something fun.
We're gonna talk about the Restore the Snyderverse.
Sonic 2.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Make sure you wake up and set an alarm for
He's
tomorrow.
not gonna do that.
Because you won't be there.
Max is never up.
Max is asleep. He's not woke. He's asleep.
I'm officially Brian's assistant.
He's asleep. That's right.
All right, Brian's assistant at the show.
Bye, losers.
Hey, you don't say that.
Is that it? All right,
Yeah.
that's it. I disavow that. We're gonna have
No, you love it. You love calling people losers.